Peace, peace, peace. This is Swinzen NīN NīN D'aSAGE. Yeah, so we're going to go back to a more popular topic today. I know I had done clones, and a lot of you will realize, oh, nah, you was doing a clone video. I realized that I want to do the comic book on the YouTube thing, and yeah, the clone talk might be a bit too much for that, and so we might need to do a different page for those kind of issues. But here's one that you all like, and that's the Spectrophillia. And I know that a lot of you are dealing with it, and you're embarrassed to talk about it. You don't know who to discuss it with. Obviously, Nine is that person. I hesitate to say things like that, but we're dealing in the Shekinah, and we're dealing with the Shakti and Kali energy combined. And I know a lot of people are like, whoa, Shakti and Kali together, that doesn't make any sense. Well, that's because you're not speaking to these energies personally, right? And so that's an issue that we can get into, and Nine can walk you through that, or tell you outright that you can't, and you won't like it, but I won't take your money. So you know, so deal with that. Spectrophilia, spirit fucking, right? It's sex with an energy, an outside, the other side of known, right? And so I'll tell you to become the void, the pause, the beat, the bindu, the in-between, right? The one that is not seen, the pause, not the beat, right? The null self, the absolute void, right? The absence of self. And so people are like, well, Nine, you're arrogant. No, Nine is arrogant. The sage, the physical sage, is so humble that it is giving itself over to an entity known as the Nine. And so Nine is experiencing these entities, whether it be a Kali or whether it be a Santissima Muerte, you see, on these levels in a sexual manner, because they're old and they're dying and they need the flesh. And so they're coming out in force. But it's also a suggestion that so many of you are becoming intuitive. That so many of you are now born with empathy. And you're not telling your children, hey, your imaginary friend's not real. Y'all are letting these things ride. And so with that, you are being congratulated. You are being welcomed to the pantheon. And that's what Spectrophilia is. Oh, well, there's many levels, and matter of fact, we'll go through that. But I will quickly, let's do it now a little bit. So, on one level, and this is peace, and this is beautiful. A lot of you are now going to sleep and living your dream lives. You're having no judgment of your dream lives, and you're living vicariously. But that's not a good word, because you're really living your real life in this realm. And some of you that are meeting, that have never met physically, you guys are meeting up in the spirit realm, and you are like physically fucking in the spirit realm. And that is so peace, and I love it. I love it, and I love you all for that. Some of you are astral projecting outside of that, like pushing past boundaries. We'll get there. But that is something that is also happening, that some of you are astral projecting, and I've heard all these, well, we were having sex and holding hands by Mars. No, or Saturn or whatever. No, that's the spirit realm. You weren't astral projection. Astral projecting is in those moments when the souls have left and you're intertwined, and we're headed back to source in those moments. Just beautiful golden glow. I mean, I don't want to have judgment on the colors, but the point is that there's not, you don't have a physical construct of what happened. You'll hear these guys talking about, well, I was talking to Jimi Hendrix in the astral realm. No. There's no physical form and format in the astral realm, but it is in the spirit realm. All right, and so let's all just give a big plug to Nickelodeon and The Last Airbender, both of them with Korra as well, as far as really explaining spirit realm very well. very well. When you're talking to dead people and you're talking to familiar spirits and there's a physical form and format and y'all can see each other and touch and whatever, and something scampers by, you're in the spirit realm. You didn't go that far. You're still in your room. Watch Valeria, City of 10,000 Planets. Right? Because what it is that you're at home and you'll bounce over to a dimension, right? But that's just it was always there, right? And so in the movie they'll have glasses. That's just a permission slip. You could always perceive these places, and they were always there. You're just blocked, and you're not able to. Whatever. That's a different video. Okay. So what have we walked through? We've walked through people in contacting each other, and a lot of this is being misconstrued as twin flame. But we come on, we don't want to just burden ourselves with cliche phrases of nuology here today. That Madame Blavatsky type whatever tomfoolery, because none of that's tribal, none of that's ancient. It's ancient. None of that's primordial. None of it is coming from the ancient aboriginal untainted to you. And so it's like, well, Nine, how did you get that? My people have lived on the same land forever and ever. Right? We have stories about getting off the backs of sea animals and walking off onto the land. I won't get into that, but I'm trying to let you know that this understanding, this gnosis of the spirit coming to you, and I haven't gotten there yet, I guess, whatever. We've been talking about the spirit realm and astral realm and individuals coming to meet and greet each other in a non-physical but sexual still manner. That's all of us going back to source, and that's so beautiful, right? Spirit or astral is still beautiful. Okay. There's two more components to this. There is an Anubis type army, because Anubis is just one dude, but he represents legions, millions and millions and millions of entities that are loose, male and female, because they're androgynous, and so have no judgment of that. They're on the other side of ether, and so they will penetrate you or whatever. And even as a man, you might feel a homosexual type energy. Yo, that means nothing. Don't start judging yourself, because this is the fear and judgment that makes us lose the ability to contact these energies and thusly affecting our magic, and we're not manifesting on a spiritual, even if you're still maintaining your voodoo, like energies that can manifest abundance and money, and let's never hate on that. That's not what this is about. Spectrophilia is about you being welcome to the pantheon of gods, right? And so, yes, we discussed the mundane mortal level with each other, and that's peace. Please understand that there's nothing wrong with that, and you're going to raise up. You're on your way. But the next pantheon is the Anubis, Amput type legionary energy that is loose to come fuck those who are worthy, and that's the welcome to the pantheon. That's the hello, Bob's your uncle. Seriously. And so when this has happened to you, ladies, you're in the shower, you're coming for no reason. Fellas, you waking up and you got hickeys on your neck, and your girl mad at you, you can't explain, and you know you feel fucked good. Or ladies, you were asleep by yourself and you felt something touch your booty and kiss your neck, and in the morning your panties are just messy, and so you have no one to talk to about these things. You're embarrassed, and I'm saying to you, millions of you are going through it, and you're just not talking to one another about this. You're not sharing. Okay, and so NīN D'aSAGE, and that's D'aSAGE, NIN, but it's like 9-inch nails, right? Nine, no, fuck, no, the no, right? NīN D'aSAGE, NIN D'aSAGE, and it's also Swinzen NīN or Swinzen NīN, but it's not Nin. Well, the guy has corrected me on that. That's a feminine energy as well, Nin, that I'm channeling. So that's Nin and Nine. And this is a YouTube, so we'll do links in the description. Don't worry about it. But I'm trying to get you to understand that input, that Anubis type energy, is entering so many of you. Some of you are interpreting, you're having dreams, and now you think you're a homosexual and shit. Whatever. Some of you are moving towards androgyny, and so it's not homosexual. Stop getting past. I mean, if you're having it on that level, and have no judgment of that if it is. And that's the energy you choose to project through that or because of that. Oh no, whatever. Let people be. This is the spiritual conversation. This is not your let's judge time. And it's the more judgment you have, the less likely you're going to be on an astral projection level, thusly repeating the 8th grade again and finding yourself down here for another 3 or 4 lifetimes. Okay. Okay. So again, you're you're out of the shower and something, your little poom poom, it's just throbbing. You're like, I haven't been with a man in years, yet you're still coming in that way. That one of those, energies have dealt with you. Okay. Now, what is the last part to this? Goddesses are literally, you've read these stories, come on. And those of you that is happening to you, you know these stories. You know these stories. Aphrodite, Inanna, Isis, right? They come to you. Shango, Ogun, Oloru, right? These are energies that are felt. So Santissima Muerte, oh my God, fine freaky ass. Yeah, okay. She a skeleton in the physical construct, but you get on the other side of ether and she's a freak. Oh my God. And I guess there's one level that I left out, and so there's like women that were here, and now they're in, they've transitioned, and so they're still here and able to take advantage of. Yeah, and so that happens as well. But this is a part of a series. I don't want to make these videos too long. I just wanted to kind of walk through kind of these types of things and letting you know, first of all, you're not alone and you can come talk to me about the situation that you're having. Yes, if you're having sex, like real sex, and I'm not talking about like a little wet dream. I'm talking you feel fucked. You got physical scars on your body, hickeys. You can see where somebody, your booty's, somebody been smacking that ass, and you're feeling some kind of way about it, and you're like, well, damn, how do I just say that? I got fucked out of nowhere. Who do I talk to about? I'm telling you, this shit has been happening to me since I was, let's say 14, to give a number that people won't get uncomfortable with. Okay, and it's so real, and it's just a welcome. It's a hello, and a lot of this, your sleep paralysis is you resisting the gift because you've been taught to judge the idea of sex. You've been taught to judge the idea of not being able to move on your own. You have judgment, and so you have fear, and so you're not able to move next or break through or ascend. You're not able to totally lose yourself in meditation and mantra. Yeah, you know the practice. Yeah, you know the form and format. But you're not reaping the benefits. You're not ascending. And so they'll be like, yo, Nine, you still use Facebook? No, still. I had to come to these tools to teach you. I haven't been on no Facebook 10 years ago and shit. All of this is very new to me. None of this has existed for me as a technological, physical construct until very recently. I came here to share. Okay? I already got this. Okay? I literally just want to spend my time trying to see if I can bring this to you guys and make it simple. Nine the simple sage, not the difficult as hell sage or something that we can't obtain sage, right? And it doesn't matter your physical construct. I'll walk you through this. So anyway, peace. This has been Swinzen NīN NīN D'aSAGE. This is an absolute introduction to Spectrophillia, spirit fucking. Okay? Sex on the spiritual level. And it's happening in very many forms and format. And we're going to walk through each and every individual type of this video by video until we walk through this subject. And then we'll go to something else. Alright? This has been Swinzen NīN NīN, the simple sage. Peace. And seriously, truly, I love you all.